Computer. Okay, so I've started the recording. So let's discuss what we're going to do today. Santiago, your lead. So tell us what you're going to do.
All right. As we can see, we already missed the trade on gold.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we discussed
We've just
that
been
ad
talking
nauseam.
about that while you were asleep.
Oh man.
But go through it. Where would you have gone in and why? Now you know the logic behind it.
Okay. Where are we at? 15 minutes.
Take out your Bollinger Bands. Yeah, I was going to say. Okay.
Yeah, so I already had this set up earlier. Well, looking at this on the 4-hour chart.
Okay.
Let me see.
Before you do that, explain your indicators because John has never seen this setup. Your candles and all that.
Okay. Yeah, my candles are, I'm on the 4-hour chart, so I have a daily candle, which is it's on the background if you can see it.
The thick candle is the daily candle.
Yeah.
All right,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
right.
it's in the background, just the outer background. It was the first candle I put.
Okay.
Then if you can see this white candle behind on top of this blue candle, that's the
Yeah.
4-hour candle.
Yeah.
And then the red candle is the 1-hour candle.
Okay.
So I will know when my daily 4-hour and 1-hour are in sync when I see it completely red.
All right.
When I see a blue and my 1-hour is gray, right? That means my 1-hour is starting to turn. This is symbolized down here, right? It's the same thing, but it's on the candle.
Okay. Well, you're on gold there at the moment, are you?
Yeah. So this is my 1-hour, this is my 4-hour, and this is my daily.
Right.
So when my 1-hour is turning, it should turn gray. So it give me an indication if I'm in this trade, my 1-hour is pulling back, doing a pullback. I need to be out of that trade. As you
Okay.
can see, the background is still blue. So
Yeah,
that means my daily is still bullish, but we're in a pullback.
Okay.
My 1-hour turn, then my 4-hour and 1-hour are bearish because the 4-hour is gray and the 1-hour is red. So we know we're doing a pullback. As you can see here, my 1-hour and 4-hour are red, but my daily is still blue. I'm still in
Okay.
a pullback. And once we get over here, not sure when this turned, but sometime during this 4-hour, this all turned blue again. That means everything is back in sync.
Right.
And then they got out of sync. And back in sync, got out of sync. Like, we're in a sideways market. It's the reason I put this wedge because was waiting for the breakout of this
Yeah.
consolidation.
Yeah. We were just talking about that.
So that's the theory behind the candle. So whenever I go into any time frame, if I'm on the 1-hour, I know my let's take this 100 band. When I'm on my 1-hour, I know my larger time frame would be the 4-hour. So at this point, I know my 4-hour, 1-hour, and 15-minute is in sync. I can I can start trading in that direction. Here, they all got in sync and got back in sync because we're still in that range. trying to get out of that range.
So John, the only difference is that I've created a code to reflect the lower time frame on the current time frame, on the candle as well as in the histogram.
Right.
I just haven't given it to you because I'm not using it
Okay,
myself.
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
It's just Santiago, but it seems logical by the way he's using it, that I can create a template out of that and we can talk about it if you want. But he's
So
explaining it, what he's doing.
yeah,
Right.
so like I like to trade a lot off the 15 and the 5-minute chart, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm on the 5-minute chart, I want to know when my 1 minute is ready to go without going down to my 1-minute chart. So for instance, everything is blue. So the background is blue. So that means my 15-minute is bullish. But I don't want to trade in this area because my 1 minute is starting to pull back. And then my 5-minute and 1 minute are pulling back. Right. So let's
Yeah,
look at this. Let's look at this here. Let's say I want to get in at the end of this candle. I thought, you know what, I think it's got more room to run. I'm on a 15-minute chart. Right. So this candle starts and I see the inside turning gray. So that means my 1 minute must be pulling back. So if I go
yeah,
to a one, where's my hide? Where is it? All right here. Oops. It kind of keeps you in check, and you know that your lower time frame is pulling back. So if I was to go to my 1 minute, it should be pulling back. This is my 1 minute chart. As you can see, my 1 minute is starting to pull back.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. I don't want to be long while waiting for this pullback or the sideways market.
On the
Right.
1 minute, the lower time frame is simulated because we don't have an actual lower time frame than
Yeah,
1 minute.
it's whatever it is,
Yeah,
how many seconds it is for it.
yeah,
So, but you have 3 time frames on the 1 minute. You got the
okay,
5 minute, the 1 minute, and then whatever's lower than the 1 minute. No, I'm not sure.
okay, right.
But if I'm on the 5 minute waiting for a trade,
Well, technically speaking, the indicator takes 1/3 of the time frame as a lower time frame.
right?
So 1/3 of that'll be 20 seconds. So it's a 20-second candle. Makes sense,
Right.
John?
Yeah, I'm with you, I'm with you.
So you're actually looking on the 1 minute chart, you're actually looking at trade 20 every 20 seconds, the turnover of the stochastic.
That's pretty good going.
So this is when the 1 minute got back in sync, and right here and right here. So let's go back to the 5 minute. So this is your pullback. You're not getting in nowhere here, but once your 5 minute got back in sync, you can start trading in that direction. Look at this thing, is still going. God, I hate I missed that.
Yeah, it's going to hit that pivot point that we were discussing there, John.
Yeah, around 1950.
Yeah, it's quite close to it now.
Yeah,
Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, it's there.
But yeah,
It's there.
but yeah, that's the theory behind it. Because I get tired. I like to stay in a specific time frame sometimes. But I don't like to be switching back and forth all the time. And then I don't want to always be on the 5 minute because I lose out on the structures of the 15 minute, right?
yeah,
Along with if I'm on the 1 hour, I like the structures on the 1 hour and the turnaround points, but I can stay on my 1 hour and I know, for instance, the colors tell you everything, right? Everything is bullish, but now I'm on a 1 hour and My 4 hour is bullish, but my 1 hour is turning around because it's turned gray. But I know my 15 minute has completely turned around. So I shouldn't even be thinking about going long anytime soon until my 15 minute and 1 hour finish doing what they're doing. But I can right away get into this trade if I wanted to. I see it turning gray and red. I can get into it without even going down to my lower time frame because I know they're pulling back.
So you could have taken a short there if you wanted.
Yeah, I could take a short there and then maybe go down to a 5 minute and shoot, where are we? So in here, I could definitely take a short. I could go straight down to my 5 minute and just wait for the synchronization, which is here. And then the next one would be here, short. And then the next one would be here, short. Then it
Yeah.
started going sideways again. Now you're looking to go long again after um this pullback is over. But now it's just sideways at the end of the day, waiting for the Asian sessions to go long again. And here you're in sync again. And I'm on the 15 minute, so that means the 5 minute is pulling back. So this gray bar right here is just the 5 minute pulling back. So I'm not too worried about it,
Yeah, yeah.
right? I'm waiting for the next. If I get in on this candle, beginning of this candle somewhere here, I'm not scared of this gray candle unless my next one is gray also. Then I need to get out because that means it's pulling back deeper. My 5 minute is pulling back deeper. But these are all just 5 minute pullbacks in a 15 minute candle. And let's look at each. And this what shakes a lot of people out. But you can, if you're in here, you can get out here, get back in, get out, get back in, get out, get back in, get out. If you wanna maximize or don't wanna let the market pull back too much when it gives you a extended pullback. Where we at? Okay.
So you'll have 3 time frames in each candle.
Yeah, 3 time frames.
Yeah.
The larger, the current, and the one below. Okay, now let's go down to the 5. So as you can see on the 5 minute, we're within, this 15-minute range. You had a small pullback, then they got
Yeah.
back in sync. Small pullback, then it started getting back in sync. So that's the theory behind that. I can visualize the candle and I could get better timing
Can
in
you
those
show the
seconds.
inputs for the candles, please?
Indicator list. All right, each candle, the first candle that I put is going to be the next higher time frame candle of each time frame. So
8 and 5, right?
so if I'm on the daily, this should be a weekly candle. So I know when the weekly, daily, and 4 hour are in sync to go long. I shouldn't have any hesitation getting in this starting of this week.
When we were here, sorry for interrupting, no, but when we were here last week,
Mhm.
and on gold specifically, when we were finishing up, you said, Santiago, that there was a supply zone at the top.
Yeah, it's over here.
Which time frame? 4 hour, 1 hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the daily.
Yeah, and you said that that was a good opportunity this week, which is nearly over now. Today is the last day of this week, right?
Right.
I forgot about it until now when I see the chart, right?
Right.
So
Right.
that
Yeah.
would have been a supply zone up there, yeah? Is that right?
Yes. Yes. So this is the daily. That was what? How many days ago?
4 days, 4 trading days, 5.
Which,
Monday of this week.
okay, so somewhere around here. It was, yeah. There's opportunity to bounce off or at least make it back up into these areas, which we right now are touching this area, and it's almost 8:30. So, well, actually 9:30 will be 8:30, right? Because
Okay, let me just go to. I just
we
want to go
may
to my chart for a second. Just a moment.
we may have a turnaround point
So
of
if we look at
potential.
the daily from the start of the week,
Let's look at the 4 hour. This 4 hour started the week right here. So we go to the daily, right? The beginning of this right here. So we have two things going on here. Not sure when this weekly range started, but I know we have a monthly range, which is this blue line. Right, it started over here. So I know there was when you go right here, bounce off the monthly range. This was a potential area where you have a supply zone, top of the monthly range they can get to, and now it exceeded that,
yeah,
and we have a couple of more supply zones up here they can actually get to. But this is the high. I'm expecting that it can get starting to get into an area where it can start manipulating and turn and give a maybe a good trade short.
yeah,
But yeah, there was the potential of plus you had great set of 1, 2, 3, you know, W
yeah,
formations
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But you knew on this day right here, whenever this completely turned blue, you could you can trade in that direction. You knew in this area here, the 4 hour, because my smallest candle in the middle turned white and went from red to white, that the 4 hour was already turning around. So if I went over to my 4 hour chart just to make sure, get rid of these lines because it's starting to confuse me. If I went over to my 4 hour chart right here, I'm just waiting for my 4 hour to complete its turnaround.
And your entry then is in on the 4 or go one to the right there.
Yeah, it will be either right here or somewhere
There.
in this candle.
Yeah.
And then again here, and then trade and miss this to go along. All right, so indicator list. So this was for the weekly. This was for the daily 4 hour. No, that's not it.
Okay.
That's the stack. I need the candles. This was for the daily 4 hour. Okay. So I have this. The first candle I put is the higher time frame. So if I'm on the 4 hour, I'm putting a daily candle. First one. It's gonna give me the outer edge that you see.
Yeah.
And I make it a 5 and 8, make it big enough so I can put more candles in the middle and still see the variation in colors.
Yeah.
So then, and that's only, I put a daily, and that would only be visualization on the 4 hour. And I do that on every time frame. So if I'm on a 1 hour, first candle's gonna be a 4 hour, 15 minute, 1 hour, 5 minute, 15. Then the next candle I put in, right, is on all time frames because it's gonna be the same across the board. And that's gonna be a current time frame of the same candle. Uh, it's a V K-Sync multi-time frame interpolation. That one's going to be at a 3 out of 5. So it's slightly bigger, slightly smaller than the back candle. That's why you see that gray on top of that blue. Actually, might even be able to make it that's right. And then the next candle is going to be the same. Next candle is going to be a different candle, which is the lower time frame interpolation VO1. This was going to simulate the lower time frame, and that's also set at current time frame. And then the width will be 1 and 2, so just be slightly smaller, smallest one, just to give you that little line in the middle to tell me that the um uh what time frame is this? 4 hours. That the 1 hour is turning. So if I'm waiting for a, let's say I'm here waiting for a trade on the 4 hour, and I start seeing red, and I start seeing gray, that means my 1 hour is pulling down. And then I start seeing red, that means my 1 hour is completely having to pull back. So I can go straight to my 1 minute, I mean 5 minute, and see if I have a trade. And here you go. There's a possible trade here. This is while the 1 hour is pulling back. Here's a possible trade here, here, here. Right, you have trades here, here. Right, now go back over to my, what was I on the 4 hour, right? Go back to my 4 hour, and everything is still gray and red in the middle. So all the way to here, then you had a bigger pullback, and then you went down again. So if I'm waiting on the 4 hour for a trade, I see that I may have trades on the lower time frame while I wait for the larger time frame setup to go long. So even if I go back to the 15, where is this thing? Let's go to the 15. As you can see, the 15 gave you a trade here.
Yeah.
The next big trade with here or here. No, this gray on red, where everything is and the background is red, is all telling you the market is trying to turn around. So when it goes from blue to gray, is the market is starting to turn around. So and any time frame that you see, any candle here that you see that's gone from a one color to the next to a gray, that means that time frame is attempting to turn around. As you can see here on the 4 hour, the 1 hour is attempted to turn around, and the 15 already did. So you know you're definitely in a different. So you can actually start. You don't have to wait for it to all to turn red. This is your heads up already here. Something's changing, and you can go down to the lower time frame. And if you want to wait for the synchronization, you will have to look at it on a 5 minute or 1 minute chart. But visually, you can already know that what's going on you can actually trade that without going down to the lower time frame. And this is where the last, this is possibly where the pullback finish on the 4 hour. Yeah, as you can see, the 4 hour has this big long candle going short. Then when it finished here, the next candle started. So when this candle, it started to get in sync. And if you go down to your 15 on that candle, you can see the 15 got in sync right away to go long. Got in sync here. And this is a pullback. It's a potential, came back sideways action. So you're just waiting for it to get out of this action. So the other thing I was discussing is every time you see a impulse move, I'm drawing my ranges. Impulse move, right? I'm starting to draw my range. It extended it, give another move up. All right, now my range extends. So I know the market after a move, the market's going to be playing around this area. So it gives me a zone to work off of, knowing that I could be in the range, and I can definitely go down to even a lower time frame, 1 minute, and play this little range until it breaks out.
Right.
And you over here, definitely, okay, well, get in, get out, maybe get into it towards the downside. It's you it's different ways you can play it. You just got to find a way that's more comfortable for you. And once you learn it and you get comfortable with it, you know exactly when to start looking for a trade, at what time frame you need to be in for your trade. Because the candle will tell you, regardless of what time frame you in. So right now, if I'm in a 5 minute live, is a push. So this is the last move up, and this is the last swing up. So I'm in playing in this range.
And you're on the 5 minute there.
Yeah, I'm on the 5 minute right now.
Yeah.
On the 5 minute, I'm playing around this range to see if it's going to continue to go up, or is it going to break down and reverse, which was, everything is peaked out 1 hour, 4 hour, but there's still strength on the 1 hour, right? There's still strength on the 4 hour. These two haven't completely turned around. The 15, 5, and the 1 are turning. As you can see, they've gone from gray to red. It's telling me that 15 and the 5 are in sync now to go short. And we're about to start a new 15-minute candle, so I wouldn't be getting in right now because I don't know how the next candle's going to react, if it's going to pull back a little bit more or
Yeah.
continue in this range. Well, it's 8:30, so we might start getting a as you can see, the 15-minute has turned gray, so now the 15-minute is turning. As you can see here, it's turning, so we should have got in here on this candle.
Okay, so I just get in now. I had put the alert where we were talking about, just below the bottom of that. What you call it?
Let's look at the.
That should coincide with the wick on the 1 hour. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So let's go over to the 1
So
minute.
I have to put a stop above the high of the thingy.
Now I'm on the 1 minute chart, right? Let's see
Oh, that
how.
looks, well,
So
that's
1
pretty
minute chart
good.
would have had me in somewhere in here early.
Yeah, okay.
That's already 38 pips. I could
How
have
many?
got out from here to here is 39 pips.
Okay.
And you see, I'm still in this. This is the box. So it came out the box. So if it started to turn, get out with how many pips it is. Now you're back in the box.
Where you
That's
belong.
just the that's just the 1 minute reversing, right? If I'm on the 5 minute, you can see the 1 minute in the middle. It's turning.
Okay.
So this is just um the first push down from this peak. So that's why I drove the box. I'm expecting some manipulation being done on here before it breaks down,
Sure.
right? But there was still an opportunity to trade into the box to the bottom.
Yeah.
Would have gave you 39 30 pips, and you will get out and wait for the next opportunity. And the next opportunity could be back to the top of the box. Since this is a tight range, it's a 5 minute range. I don't like going down to the 1 minute, but I will have to trade this on the 1 minute if I wanted to trade that
But you
successfully.
could.
And as you can see, the 1 minute is creating zones. Let's take that out.
So he uses this for scalping, John.
Yeah, I can see that, Jim.
Right, but he's in and out, multiple trades. Santiago explained, you load up your trades when you get the solid red, right? You get 2 trades or 3 trades depending on.
Yeah, if I have a specific direction that I'm going, that I know that I'm going from the larger time frame, like right now, 5 minutes trying to do a change in direction, so it has room to go. So 1 minute is turning, everything is turning red. I can try to take a gamble at this here, even though I'm at the bottom of this range.
Gamble's the wrong word, but yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, but I would definitely, like, if I know I'm only going long, I'm gonna scalp this move up. So I'll get in 2 or 3 times here, and that will give me 150 pips from here to here
From
on
where
a
to where?
on, from this candle to this candle, right? That's 44. That's 130.
32.
Yeah,
Because you took it on the start of
120.
each one. What time frame are you on again?
1
This is
minute.
the 1 minute.
So you took a fresh trade on the start of each candle.
No, when it got in sync, and I will run it until it get out of sync.
I know that, yeah, but when would you re-enter? When would you take an add-on?
Oh
No.
no, I go in. I'll go in. I mean, let's say I go in twice here, and then see this candle forming, and it starts to. It's still bullish. I get in one more time or 2 more times, so I have 3 to 4 positions already, and then I get out on normal positions up here. So if I just put 3, if I put 2 here, 1 here, that will give me 3 positions. One of them would be for maybe 40 pips, and the other 2 would be for 100. So there'll be 140 pips from here to here. And then I'm out waiting for the next opportunity
And why did you get out?
because it started to turn. One, I'm at a peak. I got a ball here and it's peaking. As you can see here, my 1 minute is peaking and it started to turn around. It started to turn. So I don't want to live through this pullback because I don't know if this pullback is the start of a change in direction or market going the opposite way. So once this pullback is over, I can start trading in that direction again. Once the pullback is over, I can start looking to trade in that direction again.
Well, the other thing this chart shows you is the momentum of the price. The less number of bars that you have in solid color, you can see the price changing quite often. That means the momentum is slowing down. So if you look on the left side where it started, you had 3 bars, then 5 bars, 6 bars,
Yeah,
then 2 bars, then 1 bar, 1 bar,
yeah, yeah.
3 bars, 1 bar, 1 bar. You can see the price trying to turn.
Right.
Basically, momentum is slowing. So at some point, you're not going to take trades. You're going to wait for the turn. And when it turns, it gives you 2 bars, 2 bars. So it's not there yet, right?
Right, right.
You don't know where it's going to give you a trend. I'm saying you can still take the trades when it turns, but it sooner than later it's going to give you a momentum run to the downside, 5 or 6 bars.
Okay.
In the meantime, you take your 2 bars, whatever you get out. You know.
So
you gotta be
because you
quick.
have on the 1 minute chart you're on right now, yeah?
5.
Right.
Five. You're on the 5 minute
yeah.
chart. It's got the 15 and the 1 on it, yeah?
These are,
No, I'm on
these-
I'm on the 1 minute, so it
Yeah.
has the
5
5 and the 1, and
Okay.
whatever's lower than the 1.
All right.
The 5 minute has the 15, 5 and the 1.
and 5 minutes has a more sustained run.
All right. So this is why I don't like to go
Excuse me.
down to the 1 minute that much. I can do the same thing I did on the 1 minute on my 5 minute, just by looking at my
Okay.
1 minute cycles in the middle.
Okay.
I know when my 1 minute is pulling back, so I can get out of that trade.
Okay.
So I'm
So-
usually scalping. I usually scalping off my 5 minute chart, not my 1 minute
All
chart.
right. So look, you're on the 5 minute at the moment, and I can see all the move up there. Okay.
Yeah.
And it hit the top, and it's got the ball, and you've got the box, and it came down, and it penetrated it, and then it went back in as it often does, right?
Right.
But because it's got a white exterior, you're getting a heads up that this could actually be turning around.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It went from a blue exterior, which is bullish, to now the
Yeah.
exterior is gray. So I know my
Yeah.
15 minute is trying to turn around. As you can see, my
Yeah, okay.
15 minutes trying to cycle now,
Right. Okay.
but there's still a lot of strength in there.
Yeah.
The 5 minute is still strong, so the
Yeah.
5 minutes pushing up again.
Yeah.
What I like to see is now is because of where we at the end of the day and how big a move it is already. I would like to see how this 5 minute push reacts to this high.
Yeah.
Meaning if it pushes and doesn't go too far and maybe just go up a little bit and starts to turn around, then I know I may have a nice reversal in play.
Okay.
Because remember, this is the first peak, right? I know after a first peak, after a big move, they're gonna manipulate the market to push people to go long again if they want to turn it around.
Okay.
Right? But there was a quick opportunity to scalp a quick short while this is happening.
Okay.
So now I either take the chance and once everything turns blue to go long to see how that breaks out. And if it breaks out of here, then I'm in profit. So let's try that. Everything is turning blue. I'm just waiting for my 1 minute to start to turn up. There's another reason why I got my 1 minute here because I am on a 5 minute chart, but I'll know exactly when my 1 minute gets back in sync to the upside. So there's another timing. As you can see, the 5 minute is trying to get in to a trend trade, and it's having a hard time to do that. But I don't have a change in direction to the downside on a 1 minute yet. So it hasn't completely confirmed, at least on the 1 minute, that everything is actually changed over.
Okay.
These are just pretty much those everything's trying to swing. But as far as pattern wise, I don't have a downward pattern yet.
Right.
And that's why you see a lot of hesitation. Everything's
You have
turning.
a lot of you've a kind of a downward possibility, but no pattern established.
No pattern established, but I do have the
Yeah.
possibility.
And the reason I'm saying that is because there's news due out in like 20 minutes on the US, and that's the final bit of news for the day. And it's only news really of any consequence for the US dollar today.
Yeah. It's orange news, so somebody's speaking. So yeah, they're gonna.
No, it's hold on, just bear with me for a sec. It's Red Factory on my one. It's preliminary.
Oh yeah,
consumer
yeah, I see
sentiment.
that. Yeah. Oh yeah, so that's probably gonna move the market again. And so any trades now will be just strictly a scalping trade. Just get in and get out, get in and get out.
Yeah.
So I don't like going down to the 1 minute, but let's see what the 1 minute looks like. As you can see, everything's getting back in sync to go along again. And then we see the middle got out of sync again. So if it turns blue, we'll see what happens. Maybe we can catch a quick trade to the upside. Let's go for that. So a quick trade. Always get out for the small loss. Yeah, I'm not doubling up here because I'm not in a position to double up because I don't know which way the market is trying to, to go. I'm just going with the momentum. Which way the
And it's
market is
Friday, and
climbing.
there's news due out in 20 minutes, and it's had a
Yeah.
long run up. So yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
And the only reason I'm doing this is because I'm already good pips ahead for the day. I don't mind. See, I'm not gonna mess with it. See how fast it turned around.
Yeah.
It's not even worth it. Just
Yeah,
wait for everything to settle down and finish doing what it's doing. Because if it's gonna turn around, you'll get the trade to the downside. The only thing is because of the news, it may just fly down or fly up, and you're probably gonna miss it.
Or it might fly up and fly down.
Yeah. Let me see where I'm at. That's why I missed it because I was trying to get a good pip day. I was up 230 something, close to 240 before that loss. But I'm up to 26 for the day, pips. But that
226 pips.
yeah, 20 and 26. So that trade I missed would have put me way over 400 pips for the day.
All right.
Let's see where that would have been. 100. Even if I took the trade somewhere in here, two position would have gave me 160. That's 130. That's 320 plus 200. That's 5 something. 550 for the day. Oh shit! It's starting to turn.
If you hadn't been asleep.
Yeah, if I wouldn't. Yeah, and I probably would have caught that in sections, meaning
Right.
would have take some here, take some here, take some here, and then take some here.
Yeah. Okay.
So we know now the dollar is getting is strong. So it's a potential for the market to come down on the on gold. And we're starting to get, well, we the 1 minute is getting into a pattern now,
Right.
changing direction. And I think the 5 minute may follow that on this swing down.
Okay.
But news will come out in 10 minutes, so I don't know if I want to take that.
Not yet. It's going
You're
to
not
swing
taking it.
widely.
You're not taking it until after the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's tempting, but it's like,
Yeah, with gold, you can swing like 100 pips.
oh yeah,
It can wick 100 pips, and that's the bank's. Gold can put a wick on a 5 minute chart of 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 pips.
Yeah.
I don't think it will on this occasion, but whenever I've thought that in the past, I've nearly always been wrong. So, you know. Oh, this platform is crazy.
Excuse me, sorry.
Yes.
thank you. See, I'm starting to get into the habit of making sure when I'm looking at a pair that I put my range after a big move, especially on the higher time frame, because that range will give me a steady opportunities back and forth for how long that range lasts. And sometimes I'll make more out of the range than I do waiting for the big move, because a lot of times I miss it. I'm not there at the big move, and I seem to be there mostly when the range is happening. So I take advantage of these ranges and just go
Okay.
down to the lower time frame, go back and forth like here.
Yeah.
This triangle that it was forming. This is the peak, so you could take advantage of that on the lower time frame. I hit the bottom. Now I'm looking for longs. Hit the long, and then it just broke out. But this is where it started, right? This is the peak. Came down, came over here. Now I'm looking for longs. Established the triangle. Now I'm looking for shorts. And then today I was looking for longs, and then it broke out. Now the sideways market, the ones I like is the one when the market is actually going to turn around. When it's actually turning around on the, I got 10 minutes to the news. So area like this, or like this where it's extended, before it turns around. It's been coming down, then it's just been going sideways. There's a lot of opportunities in these areas to get in and out of the market.
Okay, just give me 5 minutes, please.
All right. Let's go back to the 15. The 15 is back in sync. So that would have been a 5-minute. This trade would have worked out better than the previous one.
And they're tempting you to go long, and then they'll slam it.
Right. But that's the beauty of it. That you know what they're trying to do. You could take advantage of it.
Right.
So you know they're going to try to maybe break this high and then come back into it.
Mhm.
Then you know you have at least, well, from down here, you have at least a possibility of 52 pips. But then you know nothing would be in sync unless you go down to the 1 minute.
Yeah.
But just theory wise, you could say to yourself, okay, they're gonna try to come back up. I can get in when it comes back into the range. Just stay in until they decide to do its run. There you go. Just doing a stop on or pushing hard in one direction.
Got 7 minutes.
I should have took. I started to take a trade right here. Even though nothing's in sync, it's just you know what they're doing.
Go short, mate.
Yeah, I started to go short for a quick pip grab. But I'm playing with fire when news almost coming out, because they could actually start moving even before the news come out.
What were you saying? You're going short?
No, I said I was thinking of going short up here
Yeah,
because I you know what they're doing. They're manipulating the market.
yeah.
But with 5 minutes left, they can actually start running the market even before the news come out.
Before the news comes out, yeah, I found that sometimes as well. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm not messing with it now. I'll mess around and get a
well,
100 pip slap in my face.
yeah, you see how see that box you drew?
Yeah.
See how it penetrated below it and then it came into it and went back up and penetrated above it?
Yeah.
Do you remember that formation before from the past?
Yeah.
That normally means that if they go below, come back in and go above and break it and then come up and then come and test it, that means they're normally coming down.
Right. There's a possibility, yeah, that they may turn this because they're still trying to entice people to go long. Because this is a perfect continuation, right? You got your pullback and your continuation trade. So if somebody's here not knowing the news coming out, they're trying to go long here.
Yeah.
As I was telling Rajiv after you left, that I would actually, even though nothing was in sync, just because the theory wise what's going on, I would probably take a trade once this thing came back into the
Into the
box
box.
to the top of the box, knowing that they're probably gonna stop hunt and then get out. Same thing here. Take a trade here short, but news getting ready to come out. You don't know what they're gonna do.
Right. Okay.
They may push it back up and then come down.
So I just took a short on it right now, just to try out this thing, just to try it out. No other reason.
Few minutes before the news, you're a brave man.
I know. I just want to test it. Right. I want to test it and be in it when it happens.
You got an itchy finger.
My finger's always itchy. Close my arse. What am I looking for here as a profit?
I see that the 1 minute is telling you it's good to go. But let's go back on the 5. Just 1 minute just gives me anxiety.
EBGBs.
How many pips is this already? It went up 20 to 25 pips. So, and that was on yellow news. Everything was bad for, yeah. Previous news was all bad, right?
This could actually go up another. This could go up another 70 pips to the previous month high.
Yeah. Industrial production is worse. Premium inflation expectations. Maybe if the inflation numbers come back, the premium inflation expectation comes down some. And make the dollar strong.
Okay, we got 30 seconds to this news going off. We'll see what happens then. This is demo trading, by the way, right? You know that. For me, I'm not trading a live account, obviously.
Let's see this. Look at that. Gapped open. But that's fine. They could I'll be taking out stops. What's the number? Was the number good or bad? Can't even see it yet.
They actually flew through stops, right?
Ooh,
It's bad. 63.4 versus 67.
So yeah, makes sense for it to go up. But then it also makes sense for them to, everybody is going long. Oh, the inflation number is better. Prelim UOM inflation expectation 3.8. It was at 4.1. So they're expecting inflation to start coming down some, right? That may have a more of an impact than the consumer sentiment. You know, retailers and consumers are always wrong. Huh? When they think things are bad, it's really good. And when they think things are really good, it's starting to turn bad.
Right.
So consumer sentiment is worse than forecast and way worse than last month.
Yeah.
So
But that could change because everybody's worried about the inflation. Inflation is coming down. Is that expectations at 3.8,
yeah,
but people are still worried about it. So eager to
anyway.
see how it's moved a long way. So I'm eager to see how it's going to turn around.
Yeah.
It's a telltale when, even though the news was bad, you think it's going to fly up. And they're hesitating. So this
Yeah.
could be a good sign. I see the 1 minute is trying to do an instant change in direction. Just need this 5 minutes to start playing ball. And we should see it in the colors once it start changing. We might be able to get a good trade out of this. All right, let's see, where can it go back to? All right, so this is the Asian range. It can easily come back down and finish the day back where it started. Back to the previous day high. Retouch the previous day high. You know what? I might. It's 903. This is 5 minute. It's flat. Hasn't even budged. That's the only thing I don't like. Well, the 1 minute is giving us a change in direction. It's strong.
Yeah, that means nothing because the 5 is not changing.
Right. So I'm gonna take a gamble on this 1 minute change in direction.
Short.
Yeah. Just putting in one trade. And I'll be getting out soon. If this 5 minute doesn't start to turn. I should have got out earlier, but it was just a quick a few pips. Now that I got a change in direction, I'll be looking for a continuation trade on the 1 minute. And hopefully that continuation trade can start bringing this 5 minute down because still everything is still above. I would like to. I'll be more comfortable start staying on this trade if the 15 and the 5 at least start to cycle down.
Mm-hmm.
So that may take a continuation trade on the 1 minute or a trend trade on the 1 minute to start pushing these down. So I'll just wait for the 1 minute to set up again. And we're still in this block. Uh, 5 minutes is turning. And 1 minute is strong. Shit may just give you an instant trend trade once this thing crosses over. But we have still got what? 5 minutes left. No, so what? 15. Yeah, 7, 8 minutes left
Mhm.
in this 15-minute candle. So the 1 minute could do a lot within the next 8 minutes. Meaning they could cycle up and then come down, cycle down, and finish strong. But these needs to get involved. They're not done doing manipulation up here or deciding which way they want to push the market. Okay, now we're starting to get a possible continuation trade, but the 5 minutes still in playing ball yet. But 1 minute wise, let's see if we can get a nice little push down, finish the 15 minutes strong to the downside. Let's try that. 1 minute. 5 minutes starting to play ball. Got a continuation trade on the 1 minute. Let's see how far this will get us. Let's see, the candle is gray. That means the 5 minutes trying to turn. It's a lot of hesitation. This thing should have dropped. I don't know, they're trying to catch people off guard, or they're still going to try to push this thing further up.
Could be anything for gold to hesitate this much.
Right? Especially after news, they haven't
Yeah.
decided which way they want to push it. Yeah. Let's see, this is your trying to draw my range now. New peak. And this is approximately my new range, small range. Good thing this the 15.3, the 13.32 is still down here. So that allows me to wait for this 1 minute to swing back down to see if I need to stay in this trade
Right.
or get out of it after the 1 minute finishes its swing. So at least try to give me a better out than now, right? Unless this thing just flies up, then I'm screwed. All right, come on down. That's not good. This is just me trying to scalp the market, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any strength to the downside yet. I'm just going off the 1 minute.
Are you in a trade now?
Yeah, I was short, but
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a cycle down on the 1 minute to get out of this trade or stay in it. So we have one push up, two push up, three pushes up, then we got nowhere. This is the fourth push up. Let's see what happens.
Come on, come on. You can
Oh,
do
baby.
it.
Come to daddy.
Let's see that this allows me to not hesitate and get out and let the
Yeah.
market pull back and then make a decision if I want to get out or not at a less of a loss than if I was just
Right.
be like, oh yeah, I'm out 18 pips loss. I'm giving the market a chance only because the 1 minute was still trying to cycle down. But it's a new 15-minute candle. Come on. Yeah. might end up getting out of this thing.
Oh, this is coming down.
Well, he needs to make up his mind. And
Well, the stocks are turning down on the 15.
yeah.
Definitely peaked on the 1 hour.
Okay. Yeah. Now we get
And on the 4. 5 is turning down on the stocks and on the 1.
All right. So let's see what happens. But if you know, if I'm not a, if I don't want to take that gamble, I would have been able to get out at almost break even,
Yeah.
minus 1, 2, 3 pips.
Okay.
Before I would be out. So this, I would be out. I said, well, give it a chance because the 1 minute still has to cycle down to form the next pattern, which is looks like a trend trade to the upside. But the 5 minute 15 is starting to want to play. So I'll be taking that gamble. And you have a lot of hesitation, right? Yeah, 1 push up, 2, 3 pushes up. This is the 4th push up, and we're still in the same area. So it could be that they're enticing people to go long and then drop it. Or they can just go sideways for the rest of the day.
And that sometimes happens on a Friday afternoon. Sometimes that actually happens.
Yeah,
That's
they don't
it.
want to let they don't want to let nobody out. And
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just-
That's exactly. You know, they do actually sometimes do that on a Friday afternoon. Not saying they will do it, but they sometimes do it.
We got a new 5 minute coming. Let's see if it gives us some more strength. This is good. 1 minute cycling up, but it's not hasn't gone anywhere. So that's a good sign. Cycle's not over, but that's the 1 hour. What's the 50%? Alright, so this is the possibility. If it comes back 50% or to the 38 or the 23, which is 23 or right here. Those are potential pullback areas. So this will be the first target, which is the bottom of the range again, of the larger range we had earlier. This is the 38 and 618 extensions. I mean pullback zones. No, this is the 50, 38 and 23. Man, this thing is. So we're in the same predicament again, and waiting for the 1 minute to cycle down to see if we're gonna stay in this trade or not. Come on, man. I can play damage control, and if I get a change in direction down, or that could probably get me to more trouble. Uh, Extremely, the dollar is strong, so it knows there's some strength on the dollar. So this is strictly manipulation, or either the gold and um, gold and the dollar are both strong. Yeah, broke a new high. Let's see if it comes back into the range.
Still stop hunting.
Yeah. Normally we'll be going long. It's just the situation we're in. I know everything is looking like it's going long, but market has moved already, and they could be, manipulating the market at this point. So that's the only reason why I'm biased to the short side. But the strength is still looks like it's trying to push long.
It's been a half hour since the news. They still haven't decided what to do with it.
Right.
And the pound dollar is moving down.
Yeah, that makes me gold may not be too far away from moving down if might give us an opportunity if we could start to move down. Yeah, this thing is still strong.
Should turn around now.
Now the dollar is losing strength again. Or maybe now it turns around. It does the opposite. I got a new 30-minute, new 15-minute bar.
Okay, we have the bottom of the hour. God, man, they're not giving in. Huh?
This 1 minute is just strictly strong. Look at that.
Jeez,
They're
look
not
at that.
giving.
Wow.
They're not giving in at all.
Look at that. Wow. This thing is incredible.
So we'll be doing damage control now.
Jeepers creepers. Previous month high. Wow.
So if we was following the indicators, then
Yeah.
we'd be right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Fair play.
Find our feelings of what we think the market is trying to do, and we're not always right on that.
Very rarely. But if that don't beat all, huh?
Well, I took a long and made 80 pips.
Oh, that's good. I
So
should have
everything was just not pointing to the downside.
right. And that's part of what I should have done too. I probably should have just hedged it long,
Yeah.
if anything.
We're still going to try and make the previous month high, which is at 1959. Not too far away. Anyway, I'm done for the week. This is why I don't trade gold. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
It's killed my account today, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to
But
start.
Santiago, you're the expert. Man, you make money out of that.
It comes down now. Well, he would have made money if he'd followed his signals instead of following his head.
No, I'm saying overall.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it?
All
Well,
week he's made money on it.
Have you?
Yeah, Santiago's pretty successful trading the gold. That's what he trades mainly. I got out
Okay, it'll start turning down now.
Yeah.
And it's going to fly down. Just fill your boots now for the end of the day.
It's still strong. I need this 1 minute to give in. If the 1 minute hasn't turned, then you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
If the 1 minute is still strong, you know you're in trouble. Yeah. I'm usually better in tune or focus as far as getting out and then just following whatever's going on.
All right.
Getting my tool myself in my head. Let's try a damage control trade. 1 minute cycling down. That looks good. That does not look good. So that will be getting what I can get out of this one. Shit. I'll get out of that train. This thing is still strong up here. It may make another run up.
And the 1 minute is not cycling properly.
Right. That's what got me hesitating. That it needs to come. Everything needs to start coming down, and it's not. So it's not ready. Once the 1 minute everything starts to come down, then you'll have your bigger pullback, and
Right.
I can double up and then make my money back or break even or something.
You trading demo or live?
This is a prop firm demo, so it's kind of live.
All right, okay.
It's still demo, but it's not a live account.
I know what you mean.
He's in phase 2.
Let's see what we're doing here.
Sorry, you're in phase 2 of the demo.
Mhm.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a prop firm challenge. Let's see, this thing is still.
So you paid out money to trade this
Yeah.
challenge. Yeah. What do you know? Look at this sideways action again on the yeah, it's crazy stuff.
All right, so I'm hoping this rejection means something, and this could come back down. If this rejects, let's move up. I always end up doing the same stuff I say I'm not gonna do. I get into my head sometimes. Jeez. That's fine. There's room to recover.
They're just pushing this thing for the sake of it now at this stage. Heavy bad boys.
Okay, this thing don't move already.
Yeah.
300 and something pips already.
It's just what you call it? It's just literally testing the high of the daily on the daily time frame.
Yeah.
It's right there. So sometimes they come straight down, sometimes they go up a bit and then come down.
Yeah. So now it makes more sense. Where are we at now? That would have been a good target.
Nice trade on the upside there, Rajiv. Very nice.
Yeah. Got out too early.
Did you? So can somebody tell me what's going on, because it's still going up like?
Well, the strength is still there. Everything's still strong.
Wow.
Oh, damn, this thing went all the way up to the R4 on the 4 hour. Okay, now we should be able to get.
Now it should come down.
All right, let's see what happens now. We didn't get below that red line again. We might be in good shape. All right, 1 minute starting to expand. We need everything else to play ball now. Come on, 1 minute needs to.
What's that black line along the top of your screen?
I think that's the R resistance number 4, R4. Look at this 5 minute, just flat.
This is turning into a typical Friday.
Okay, it's almost. It's 1 minute, giving another down. Another trend trade on the 1 minute. Hoping this is the rejection we're waiting for.
Not yet.
Yeah, this 1 minute relentless, man. Come on, come on. Don't give me a new high. Hit a full cycle. And hopefully it doesn't give us a new high. And it gave us a new high. Jeez. And that gave us a rejection. Yeah, I think I may have to this cycle down this side. I'm gonna get out this thing completely. Let's say the hell with it. God, this thing is relentless, man. See, the 1 hour is almost over. Should possibly give us a pullback. this. I hate when I do this shit.
I know exactly what you mean. Oh my God.
This is a lesson on what not to do. Follow your indicators. Now you're seeing it live. Okay. So should have got breakout traders, right? From the daily high, from the R3, R4. Everybody's going long, going long, going long. So hopefully we should be able to get a nice pullback from all the people that went long to get stopped out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Have you still got the dollar strength on your meter?
Yeah, it's right here. It's getting strong. Well, at least on the 30-minute, it has some kind of strength in it. It's halfway. You know, trying to push up. All right, come on, get back down to below these lines. Here's the only thing that bothers me, right? 15 and 5 is just steady.
Mhm.
They're not budging.
Well, that just proves what goes on, what does goes on, and what is going on.
All right.
I mean, if I'm looking at those stochastics at the bottom, there's no way I'm taking a long. Because they're all just so high for so long.
All right, but this is just telling you it's strong.
Okay.
So as long as the 1 minute keeps giving you
All right.
Cycles.
cycles up, it should keep going up. All we're doing is just anticipating the reversal, and
Okay.
it's not giving it to us.
Right, 3 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's see what they do with it then.
Right. See, we're here anticipating the high. This is the high. This is the high.
Yeah.
And if we just wait for the market to set up properly, then
Yeah.
we'll start seeing the trades. And that's the only problem. I get into trouble trying to anticipate.
Yeah. That's my word. But I am anticipating it turning back down right here, right now, in the next couple of minutes. Just letting you know, like. Even though you tell me not to anticipate, like I do, you know.
Well, I mean, once the 1 minute starts to set up short,
Well,
then we know for sure, which is trying to screen the strength.
Sure, yeah. It's a bit like when my better half tells me not to do things, you know. Here we go now.
Up 30. So if it makes it back here, I'll be up 30 pips from this trade. And the negative from this trade will give me positive 30 pips to get back to this swing high. So let's see what's going on. 5 minutes. Waiting to see on the next 1 minute cycle down.
Okay, we got a fresh one on.
All right, come on. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. I would like to see a continuation trade on the 1 minute or a change in direction. So the ideal is this gets into a continuation trade. I mean, a change in direction. Then a continuation trade. Then this starts getting into a change in direction.
Right.
And then a continuation trade, and then this one starts getting into a change in direction.
Right.
That will put us down here somewhere. I'm back in these areas. If it flows properly, the reversal.
Okay.
All right, so hopefully this is a good sign that the swing up didn't make a new high. It's been making a new high. So let's see how it reacts on the way down. Yeah, we may get a change in direction trade. I'd like to see the color change in the middle of it. There we go. So let's see what happens. Come on, baby, give us that big long candle.
Here we go. I took it short.
In fact, I don't need for it to move too much just to go to break even. But it'd be nice if it comes back down here so we get some profit out of it for the hassle.
Did you add to it?
Yeah, I added up here. I had it before. It just came back to my previous entry, but I added up here when I got the change in direction.
Okay.
Now, let's see
5
how
minute is still not behaving properly.
right. It's just 5 minutes, just still a swing down. It's trying to move. So
Yeah.
the continuation trade on the 1 minute should bring this further down.
Correct.
So it should put us in the ballpark around here somewhere, hopefully.
4:11 in the morning. It's 11 in the morning your time, Rajiv, yeah?
Yes.
Santiago, what time is it your time?
10.
10. At least we know the 15 and the 5 are red, so they're swinging down.
Yeah.
There we go. Come on, baby. Take it away from everybody that went long. Come back down. So what this looks like on the 15. 15 is just turning gray.
Like me.
Yeah, we in the same boat. I'm gray all over already.
Oh, man, don't
There we go.
Right.
Now back to break even. know we're talking. Come on, baby. Okay. I'm out of that for, I think I made 30 pips out of that. Well, wait for the 1 minute to cycle and give us the next trade, which will be the next 15-minute candle. So right now I'm waiting for the next 15-minute candle to see if it's gonna push short. Don't want to sit through more drawdown.
So with the
Okay.
add-ons that you put on, you were able to wipe out your loss and get a profit.
Right. That's, damage control.
Yeah. Big time, yeah.
I mean, what should have done just got out when we should have got out. Then I'll be trading to the upside and then
No, I
now
get it.
trading the reversal.
I get it.
Let's see where I'm at. All right, so I'm still good. I'm still at 240. Made a little profit out of it. Now I can relax. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So this is what Rajiv, what we was talking about. When would I get out, knowing that
Yeah.
everything maybe is trying to push down?
Right.
I'm looking at the fact that it's moved a long way. 1 minute is peak,
Right.
so I'm waiting for another pattern on the 1 minute, which will probably put me into close to the next 15-minute candle for
Right.
next move.
Which is in about what, 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah, 6 minutes from now. Oh, 5. And one of the reasons why I've got all the time frames here, so I can see which time frame is peaking and where am I at. I'm on what time frame I at, what time frame is getting ready to kick in. I get an idea of what might happen. So we're getting close to the end of the 15-minute candle, so it's pulling back. So in order for the next move to happen, it's gonna have to 1 minute is gonna have to recycle and come back down and then push for the next. So either I could sit through it, assuming that that's what's gonna happen, or get out. And if I'm wrong, this this will keep. If my assumption is wrong, this will keep going up, and maybe set up again to go short. But at least I'm out of the market and not
Right.
have to sit through all that drawdown that I sat through. Because usually when I said waiting for that 1 minute to see what we was gonna do to get out or get in, I should have got out when came close to break even, and then reevaluate what's happening next. And then
Right.
what happened next is everything kept going strong. So then I would make a decision to go long or wait. But after breaking this and seeing everything strong, then I'll probably be getting in here somewhere and try to take advantage of that move up. That's what I should have done. I should have, instead of sitting through all this and then having to wait to do damage control to break it, to at least to come back to break even or make some profit. But see, you just don't know. You think everything is strong coming down. You just don't know. 5 minute, like Raji said, 5 minute hasn't. It's not in a good pattern yet to go short. This
Right.
was just strictly a 1 minute trade pattern. So I don't have to be on my 1 minute to trade my 1 minute. I could just look at the patterns forming, the cycles, and know if I want to get in or not.
Right.
So I have the steadiness of the 5 minute, but I don't have to see the 1 minute fluctuations on the chart because I got the steadiness of the just the stochastics of what it's doing. It's hard to explain it when you're not live.
Yeah, I
And
understand. Yeah, I
That's easier
totally
to
get
see
that. Yeah.
how I use it.
Yeah.
So 2 more minutes, and we're starting to get now into a possible continuation trade, and this may be
Okay.
working towards
I'll be back in one minute.
a change in direction. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we can get a trade down, and then once this finish pushing down, then there'll be a 5-minute cycle up to come
Right.
short.
And the 15-minute needs to start pushing down.
Yeah, I want to see at least the 15-minute get past this 20. But here we go. We're starting to see that push at the end of the last 15-minute.
Yeah.
So this is where I usually get in.
There you go, 15-minute turn gray. So
Right. And I usually will get in there. I don't know why I'm here being hesitant. Maybe because we're recording.
yeah, I'm still recording.
Yeah.
I'll kind of finish this, session in the push down success, right? I mean, we had the
Right.
first push down. Now we're getting the second push down with the stochastic showing the process.
Right.
After this trade is done, we may, well, you're not in a trade, but I am short already.
Yeah.
So I'm up 60 pips right now, and I'm hoping to get another 60 out of it, maybe 120, which should be possible, but there will be a 1-minute cycle before I can get there, or maybe a 5-minute cycle. If that happens, I need to get out and then get back in. I think I'll get out with 40 pips. Wipe my mouse.
Yeah, we had a continuation trade on the 1 minute that didn't go anywhere. So
right, and the 5-minute is about to cycle, so might as well wait for that cycle to finish, and hopefully it'll pull the magenta down with it, so there'll be a total change in trend in the long term on the 5-minute, and that will be the signal to go short again. Right now, I'm sitting up. That'll be my last trade of the day, a scalp trade, I should say.
well, what I would like to have it's turning into a trend trade, right?
Yeah,
On 1 minute.
that's what I mean. 1 minute needs to cycle, which will cycle the 5-minute, and then hopefully when the 5-minute starts to cycle down, the magenta will come down below the 80 on the 5-minute.
Right.
And that will be the major push down, because the 15-minute is already cycling down.
Right.
And the 1 minute, 1 hour is starting to cycle. So this is looks like a major move to the downside. It's just the 5-minute needs to recycle and reset. So they'll probably complete the 1 ball retrace on the 5-minute and then come down. So essentially you're looking for a peak on the 5-minute.
Right. And if we don't get the peak because it's strong, then the 1 minute will give you a trend trade.
Then the 1 minute will give you the peak anyway. So
yeah.
You there, John?
Yeah.
You heard what I just said about the peaks?
Kind of. I just got back in the middle of it.
Yeah, we are basically looking for peaks from time frame to time frame. In this case, since we are trying to go down, we are trying to see the 1 minute recycle as well as a 5-minute.
Yeah.
The first peak will arrive on the 1 minute. And if that doesn't go anywhere, then the 5-minute is going to recycle and give a peak.
Okay.
And that will be because hopefully the 15 will just continue to go down, right?
Yeah.
And establish a downtrend. And so the 5-minute peak will be the time to take a short trade.
Okay.
Hopefully the 15 holds the way it is right now. Because the 15 is not, the white line still hasn't come out of the 80. To signify a true change in direction.
The white line doesn't come out of the what?
80 level is still above the 80 on the 15.
Right. Yeah.
On gold, you got to be quick to take your profits, man. Jesus moves.
Yeah, so I saw this big candle. I was like, no, just get out of it and wait for the next.
I was up 60 pips, and then by the time I hit go, it was up only 40%. I'm like, what? It's too fast for me. I'm too old.
Okay, so 1 minute is trying to get into a continuation slash trade.
Yeah.
And if that does happen, then this will turn into a change in
direction. Yeah.
Then we start looking for the cycle up on the 5 for a continuation trade.
Correct.
So
And
we'll
the 15-minute is getting the 80, the white coming out of the 80.
Yeah.
So setting up to go short.
Let's see how this goes. Get a short here. I jumped the gun a little bit, but it looks like it's turning. This is crossing over.
Yeah.
So the momentum is there. And see if we get that 15-minute push momentum. At least a 15-minute candle. And then we go evaluate after that.
Yeah.
There's the 1 minute getting into a trend trade. 5 minutes in a change in direction, which is good. Come on, 15. Push. You want to extend it. Give us a nice push down.
Profit taking going on.
Come on, man. That's some bullshit.
Oh,
Should have got
it.
But there's still hope. They like
come on.
They like to swing the market a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget I'm scalping and I don't take profit.
Me too.
Me three.
It's that forever fight between scalp and swing. Mentality is still swing while you're trying to scalp.
Okay, so this is still good. As long as now we're getting the 5-minute swing up. Fuck. Just need the 1 minute to come back, swing back down, and see what happens. So technically I should have gotten out when I was 10, 11 pips in profit.
Yeah, me too.
And just waiting for the 1 minute to cycle up again and see if it gives another trade to the downside.
Yeah. That's what I mean by saying I'm too slow getting out.
See, this is a good indication that the 5 minute is attempting to cycle
Mhm.
up because again now you're getting a change in direction on the 1 minute to the upside. So now I'm forced to wait for the 5 minute to finish the cycle and come back down because I didn't get out. What does the 15 minute look like? Okay, so the 5 minute is hopefully almost done with this cycle. We'll get a half cycle sometime and then get back into a change in direction. Well, we'll know if this has a potential to turn around, when it's going to turn around, when this gives you a change in direction back to the downside.
So do you wait for that to happen then before you take a trade?
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
I wait for a change in direction on the 1 minute before I take a trade on any cycles on the um 5 minute or 15, wherever I'm looking at. The 1 minute is the first time frame that's going to give me any changes.
Okay.
So if the 1 minute is not giving me a change in direction, I don't need to be going short or long. See, I got to change in direction to the upside. So I should never been in. Should have got out of that trade when when it peaked, and then reevaluating to see how the next cycle was going to go. So then I wouldn't go short because I'm getting a change in direction on the 1 minute, and I have to wait for it to come back down, give me another change in direction down in order to go short again. Otherwise, should only be going long. And once again, we're anticipating the move down.
That's what I was just
See,
thinking.
you see how easily we get stuck in a trade
But but at the same
and
time,
not
it's
really not really following the swings and the trend and and focusing on what's happening. I didn't want to get to this again.
yeah. You really have to be on your A game, don't you?
Especially with gold, yeah. The way it moves is just
So it's like we're retesting.
Yeah.
It should be a supply zone.
You
Right
should
there.
be getting short now then, right?
Yeah, so we retested the supply zone. Yeah, so we'll see how everything reacts to that.
Okay, we're 2 minutes from the bottom of the hour, so we'll
The last thing I need is for this to turn up. Then I'm really screwed.
You'll be in deep trouble then.
Yeah, because then this turning back into a trend trade, and then it's gonna go deeper and maybe give a stop hunt if it's
Yeah.
gonna turn around again, or push even further up.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I like to, once it peaks, get out, reevaluate, get in if I need to get in, get out, reevaluate. Because I could easily took a quick long back into this for
Yeah.
20 pips.
Which would have given you 20 odd pips of the profit.
From there to there, this candle. That was 23 pips, 21 pips. God, this 1 minute is just strong.
And that's strong retrace.
Yeah. Okay, so the 5. Oh, Jesus. Well, we'll see what happens. Now we get the 1 minute to start pushing down. We'll be all right. Like changing direction will then give us a 5 minute peak and turnaround, but it's not budging.
Yeah, the 15.32 is not moving with the 5 on the 1 minute.
Right. Give us a rejection. Another 5 minutes is trying to peak.
Mm-hmm.
Got a ball in the 5 minutes, so hopefully we get a change in direction on the 5 minute.
Still got 2.5 minutes to go.
So typically, you get into a zone here, you go short. But if the 1 minute doesn't set up, I don't feel comfortable going short until the 1 minute gives me a change in direction. Then I get there's a higher possibility chance that the market is gonna reverse at that point.
Okay, there we go. 1 minute is setting up. Let's see if it gives a change of direction. It's really reluctant to fall.
Okay, so now we're getting a change in direction. But the 532 has peaked. So 5 minutes trying to turn. So the 5 minutes should give us a change in direction on if it's when it swings down.
Okay, I've got to step away for about 5 minutes and then I'll be back. In the meantime, I did enter it short. I'm on demo, so I entered it short just now in anticipation.
Oh, come on, 1 minute. Please. Yeah, the 15 not following properly is trouble.
Right. Well, at least if you didn't get in here, assuming that it's coming down, then this will keep you out of trouble. Because if 1 minute's not ready yet.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to take that one ball out.
All right, so now we got a full
Yeah,
swing.
trend trade on the one. Really shaking the market out.
Yeah. Well, the swing down hopefully brings the 13 with it.
Yeah.
And then it'll be an instant change in direction
Sorry.
/ trend trade if everything moves.
Magenta follows it. Yeah.
Yeah. Which will make sense because just waiting for this to turn and start cycling down. All right, come on. Yeah, we have to do another recording and stay focused and follow the
Follow the rules.
follow the rules and stop anticipating because that's not good. You know, sometimes you're trying to prove a theory
Right.
and at the same time hoping it follows through on the chart, but then you lose focus on what was actually happening in the chart,
Right.
and it just doesn't vibe. So we need to do a better job as far as just following the rules, regardless of what we think is going to happen.
Yeah, anticipation always kills you.
Yeah. Because it usually never happens when you think it's going to happen. Eventually it does. It just never happens the way you want it to happen.
Right.
But to be on the safe side, we would have followed the indicators properly. We wouldn't have gotten in trouble, and we would have been in profit on the upside and profit on the downside, and possibly some profit to the upside if we were scalping the upside.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't be sitting through what we're sitting through right now.
Yeah, because we didn't get a true red candle really to go short.
To go short, right? So maybe this is a great video to show what you think is going on versus how the indicators are actually.
Yeah,
Acting.
we're showing our warts really.
Yeah.
Human psychology mixed in with indicators, trying to anticipate and getting shocked.
All right. Now the 1 minute is. What is 5 minutes to come back and play ball? Come on. We need a strong, instant change in direction for it to make sense.
Yeah, it's a new 5-minute bar too. So
All right, we know everything is there, so let's get rid of this. The market's getting strong again to the upside.
yeah, the 15-minute crossed over.
Yeah, I think and 1 minute is trying to cycle back up. Get out of that. I don't feel like sitting through this push up. Yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing the right thing.
Okay, I'm going to start recording then.
All right.
Thanks, Santiago and John, for participating. This is a scalping process showing the warts in the process. Next week when we do the video, we'll follow the rules. Thanks. Okay, bye.
Okay.